Hi, this is Serge, and I've basically written a story about a rat who was never accepted by his parents. So if you're okay with something more emotional and slightly sad, get comfortable and enjoy the video. I'll see you at the end.
In a small sewer below the bustling city of Leron lived a close-knit group of rodents. Both mice and rats lived in harmony. But one rodent, a rat named Harvey, felt excluded. Harvey was born with a gift of having super senses, but his parents declared it as a defect and never treated him like his siblings. At dinner, Harvey would be made to use his senses to find the closest leftovers, and one of Harvey's brothers, Sam, would then retrieve it and the family would feast. However, Harvey was left to eat last and was left with only the cork of an apple or a crumb of cheese. One day, Harvey had enough. He recognized his feelings and that he always felt betrayed, used, and above all, not loved. Harvey internally gave up on his family and went seeking for friends in the sewer. In a few days, Harvey had made a few. It even seemed like he belonged and was appreciated. But this was all to change. One afternoon, Sam caught Harvey socializing with the other rodents. Sam, slightly envious, made a suggestive and harsh comment. "Do you guys really like this freak?" he said. Sam then explained that Harvey had super senses and could smell what his friends had for breakfast or lunch when they were together. Confused and afraid, Harvey's friends abandoned him. Harvey didn't know what to do or where to go. Everyone in the sewer got along, and everyone else's families seemed to appreciate them. So Harvey ran. He disappeared. He went to the surface, a land his parents had warned him of since he was a child. On the surface, Harvey didn't know what to do, but he felt something he never had. He felt free. He no longer felt like he had to rely on people who didn't appreciate him, or try to make friends accept and like him for who he was. But the surface wasn't safe, as Harvey's parents had warned. There were strange, whiskered beasts chasing his tail on every corner, and winged monsters with eyes as sharp as shards of glass. Harvey was petrified. With his small feet, he scurried and hid at every opportunity. Harvey was in survival mode and was constantly fearing death. Harvey was overwhelmed. The fatigue was catching up to him, and the lack of love he felt gave him no reason to continue. He had gone to a new place, but received no better treatment. Harvey gave up. On the 5th day, Harvey stopped running, and the winged beast that had been stalking him for 2 days swooped down to retrieve his prize. Or so Harvey thought. The monster, with his knife-like talons pricked out, retreated them a second before impact. Harvey opened his eyes from his flinching expression. The great winged monster looked directly at him, but to his surprise, there was no vicious intent. The rat asked the bird, "Why did you spare me?" The bird replied, "I was never trying to kill you. I don't see you as prey. I wanted to help you. This isn't a safe place for rodents." Harvey, still defensive and hurt by his past experiences, said, "I am no rodent. They fear me as much as they fear you, and I..." But before Harvey could finish his sentence, a group of familiar rodents came round the corner. It was Harvey's parents. Astonished and afraid, they tell him, "Harvey, get away from there, it's not safe." Harvey then explained the situation, but asks his parents, "Why did you come?" His parents then say, "We're sorry, Harvey. We should have treated you better. We love you." Harvey had never heard those words from his parents. A light came back into Harvey's glistening eyes. He was overwhelmed and broke down into tears. His parents scurried to hug him and comfort him, but before they did, the bird left with an emphatic remark. The dark-feathered bird said, "Bird, rodent, or whatever, we all fight our own battles, but those battles don't need to be fought on our own."
Okay, so what did you think? Did you enjoy the story? Did you not? Is there anything you think I can improve on, or anything you want to say in general? Please feel free to leave a comment in the section. I will be replying and reading most if there are any to actually reply and read to, but I will be. There are. And that's all for now. Surge and out.